On this episode of Star Trek Universe, it's a dash of racism, a sprinkling of imperialism, and a skosh of jingoism as Effie and I roll our eyes along to one of the worst episodes of Star Trek ever produced. An episode so bad, it was repeatedly rejected by the studio from the very beginning.
And they actually went through with this?
We're talking Roddenberry's pet project, the Omega Glory, right after these words from Yang prisoners who will not speak to comms. Welcome into Star Trek Universe. This is our classic Trek Watch rewatch. I am David C. Robertson. I am the one who has rewatched so many times.
Especially this one. I am Effie Pelders, meaning I have only had to see this once. And the fuck was this episode? I feel like this is one of those episodes where you have to start off with the production backstory, because I do not know what the fuck was happening in this one.
Well, the Memory Alpha synopsis, which is, we'll say, pleasantly inadequate this time. The Enterprise discovers the derelict starship Exeter drifting in space, its entire crew killed by an unknown plague, and her captain missing.
See, that was a good episode.
Yeah.
I remember that part.
That part
was
of the
before
episode.
everything went weird.
Yeah. So, yeah, so for me, like, that part is interesting, and the part where he is going, hey, these people are like super old and we need to figure out like what this is.
How? Yeah. Still intriguing at that point.
Still intriguing. But then it comes to him being like, we're going to be rich as fuck. And I'm like, well, that's weird. That's a weird story.
That's a turn.
That's not a Star Trek thing. I mean, I guess it is in the original series at this point.
But also it doesn't shed a great light on, let's say, the Starfleet captain selection procedure. Like
Right.
that process has some flaws.
Uh-huh.
If some guy can get through who is not like for the betterment of humanity, but definitely for the betterment of me.
Right.
Like,
and I would have loved it if they had worked in like a little bit of a backstory explaining why this guy might be
dick.
less than satisfied with the ways of the Federation, maybe. Like maybe he's got some issues.
Give him a motivation to be like, I want to stay here.
Like
Even if I am fucking with the development of this planet.
Right. Did he come there and be like, yo, these people have taken me in. I love the comms and I don't want the Yangs to kill them. Yeah, not about that. Not about that.
No, we don't give a shit. The comms just happen to be real old, and that could make some money.
And maybe the Yangs are too. I don't know. I guess it's the whole planet.
No one cares about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something in the water. Yeah.
They barely discuss it. It shouldn't have even been in the fucking episode.
Yeah, because even the resolution to that plot point is just McCoy trying to explain it real fast, and I couldn't regurgitate it. Like, I don't know how to explain. Like, okay, so it's just like there's cool nutrients over there, but it you can't distill it because you can't take those nutrients elsewhere. What is
all that happened is, because he says that, it is like it's very similar to something that we fucked around with on Earth in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And they went through with it on this world. Mm-hmm. And all it is these people have built up a resistance. They have evolved. That's all it is.
Right. Yeah, it's a species thing instead of there is nothing besides, well, they survived nuclear fucking holocaust, presumably.
Mm-hmm.
Which, fair enough, but
that doesn't make sense for why they would have been safe if they stayed down there a little while longer.
Yeah, that too. Well, you'll get used to the radiation poisoning. What?
The episode doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. I shouldn't think this through. You're right. It's just bad. Sometimes you can't figure it out.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't want to harp.
But a little. Just a little.
I kind of do. I mean, yeah, okay, so here are the problematic areas. It fucking assumes every culture would want American values.
Yep.
It was interesting for a second because they, at the time there was a term used, the yellow horde, that would describe these, Asiatic savages in our world.
The inversion of, the savages who do not wish to speak to any other people.
Right.
Those are the white guys. Sure.
Yeah.
That's intriguing.
They made a white horde.
Sure. That's something, I guess, because, for as little as we get to see any of the Asian people being in the background, I guess, like, for as few lines as they have, they are the...
They came across very well.
Civilization, they're just a village.
Yeah, they're were
just fine people.
Intelligent, compassionate, civilized people, quote unquote civilized people. Like they,
quote unquote, yeah.
So, and then Tracy speaks of the Yangs. They're animals who happen to look like us,
which is already do not have empathy for them, despite the fact that they look like us, which makes them as important as me, the white man, now leading this village.
But of course, Tracy's the villain, so we're not supposed to believe him. And then sure enough, by the time Kirk realizes the similarities of the cultures, it is flipped. The Yangs are honorable. They honorable, if not superstitious and ignorant, but they are the good guys, and the Coms are once again the villains.
And it is also very reductive to be like, this whole of Asia is reduced to comms or communist. It's the commies. They're all the same.
Right.
These people are specifically Yankees. The quintessential American. Exactly. And then there's the issue of the weird sort of cross between, we made a white horde, we made them savages, but also we gave them names that vaguely sound Native American, and there's just a sort of, within that 60s view of what are savages like, they then grab cultural things from non-Western cultures.
Right. Kirk even says
it's ugh.
Kirk even says, like, if my ancestors had lost their war, they might have gone out and to the indigenous people and started wearing,
it's
animal skins.
It's very logical to start wearing animal skins, and I'm like, God, if there's nothing else, but that also says nothing about their civilization.
No.
Besides the fact that they have to, hunt. Because of where do they live? Oh.
Spock suggests that this planet fought the war that Earth avoided, and the Asiatics won and took over, and that's why they don't have a utopia like Earth does, because the Asians won.
God damn it. God damn it. Yeah. And
did you catch that one?
No. Oh, it might have slipped by me. There were so many of those moments.
Much.
I was probably still just like, no, they didn't. They did not. Just from the moment the Yanks and commies sort of, once that dropped, I was just like, oh no, where is this going? And then they bring in the flag, and I'm like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah,
how is this?
It goes from just like, imperialistic bullshit to like, and racist as fuck to like, how does this even work in canon?
Exactly. It goes to the point of, okay, so this planet developed entirely similarly to Earth.
Yeah.
Down to the fucking minutia of the symbolism yet again.
It's
not swastikas this time, but it might as well have been. And then
right down to we the people, dude.
Yeah, it's the same text. Get the fuck out.
Handwriting, even.
Yeah, that's impressive. That's real impressive. Like, you should have made that an alternate timeline bullshit thing and not a far-off planet where the exact same thing happened to have happened. Like, in essence, it could have been a cool idea to have that sort of plot twist where it's like, oh, we think we're in on a planet where the civilization is roughly this level of development, but guess what? It's not before us. It's way after us once we fuck it all up. That's an interesting given, but it should still say something about where Kirk and his society and like the contemporary characters are coming from and where they're going. Instead, we sort of get the alternative, which is Kirk is really invested in 20th century America.
Yeah.
God damn. This is the good old US of A.
I think it's interesting that like Captain Tracy is breaking the Prime Directive, but Kirk can be like, no, you're misinterpreting the text.
Yeah, no, I'm not interfering with this entire culture, but now that you're in charge of the planet, you should learn to read. So,
that is fair.
We the people. Now that I phrase it like that, it makes some semblance of sense, but yeah, it's
like, let me school you in the ways of good old American values.
Yeah. Liberty, freedom, one of our holy words. What that means is, a matter for philosophers a couple centuries from there on out, I guess. Oh, goodness, yeah.
However, I will say, looking at the savage Yang being like, freedom, you use worship word. And he's like, it's one of our worship words as well. And I don't know, like, and then like him going like, oh, you've taken the words and you've slurred them, you've changed them. That's not what they mean. I'm like, is he talking to a MAGA?
It could, but at the same time, that's like, yes, it works if you view it from that angle.
Yeah.
But you have to be really willing to be like, oh, you mean entirely different things with the word freedom. Which is interesting, which is clearly a thing because, the libertarian to authoritarian pipeline is pretty damn real given the state of the right wing in the U.S. currently. But it is, let's say, not explored in this episode that they have a misunderstanding about the text, besides the fact that they pronounce it shittily.
They pronounce it shittily, and Kirk has to be like, it's not just for the Yangs, but for the Coms as well. It has to mean...
Which is a good point, but that comes out of fucking nowhere.
It's a good point. It's a good point on the face of it if you're talking about, like, freedom should be for everyone.
Not necessarily freedom, but I mean the principles of the rights. If you're gonna be a free country of your one... Like if you're gonna have a principled stance on certain things of, like, we should protect these values... then yes, those values also apply to everybody you don't like.
But also, like, that's also problematic because maybe they don't want those fucking values.
They might have very different values,
Like, don't fucking force your shit on other people.
Because it only applies, given that those values, in this very narrow case of a single conversation, are... Well, treat them like fucking people. They have the freedom to do whatever the fuck they like because they're also people, and let them be their own people. Don't kill everyone.
Like, is there a deleted scene?
If that's the interpretation, then it works.
Is there a deleted scene post-episode where they're, like, jabbing the comms with sticks and go on, you the people! You the people! Like, fuck.
But yeah, that's why it's just very shallow. It's a very, very superficial exploration of what even are those American values. We get freedom, I guess, as a holy word. We don't really discuss what that means to them or to Kirk. It's just, you gotta accept it. You just gotta be an American and already go along with the episode's framing of American values. If you want this to make any sense, which it doesn't.
No.
That's sort of the sad thing where it's like, okay, this is patriotic for the sake of it, but in the weirdest possible roundabout way. And like, the reason I latch on to
this Gene Roddenberry.
and it's No, but the reason I latch onto that comment of it should not apply to just you, but also to the cons, is purely because that's the slightest bit of subversiveness that I appreciate. Where I'm like, this is sort of setting things right in terms of a certain crowd who has a certain view, especially these days, of who does and does not have civil rights in the U.S. And that's interesting, but it's also the only thing. Mm-hmm. And you can also very easily like poke holes in it because it doesn't really make sense.
No.
Besides, I guess we're the boss of Asia now, so we got to be good white bosses of Asia now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
So.
Yeah, man, it's a weird episode. Such a weird episode.
It is a weird.
And again,
episode.
it's just if you hadn't been so fucking specific about the Pledge of Allegiance and the if it hadn't been the same documents and the same flag, you could have sold it as a very similar sort of society, a civilization. But again, if you want to do this, you should have made it an alternate timeline bullshit thing where they at first think they've gone to the past and then it turns out they're in the far, far future or some shit.
Yeah.
That could be fun, and it would still be racist as fuck. It wouldn't solve everything, but just plot-wise, just as a concept, it could work. It's just a terrible idea.
I watch this episode so seldom.
Yeah, that's fair.
I usually skip it. I'll be honest. Like I say, I've rewatched it a ton of times, but I've probably only seen this one 10 or so times.
That's enough.
It's enough.
I think that's enough.
I watch it seldom enough that I start to forget how awful it is.
Yeah. Because it starts off like a normal episode.
And as soon as we get down to the planet and the comms are about to behead the savage Yang, and they're all doing that awful ching chong language, my stomach hurts.
I might not have had the sound loud enough to hear that. That's awful. I didn't realize what they were doing.
They're all just doing it. They're all just like chanting nonsense.
Oh no.
It's real bad.
But that first image of these people is very primal because you are immediately inclined to go, well, the guy holding the axe is not the civilized person in this.
Right.
Like, they're not right to execute this guy despite him having animal skins as clothes. Like, it is a weird reversal. Like, that's why reversing racism and saying you're doing an anti-racist thing is not that simple.
Yeah.
Because you always run into those sort of contradictions where it's like, okay, wait, so now you made the white people the victim? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are we even discussing at this point? None of it we are discussing. It's just, oh my God.
All right.
Also, why are all Americans that survived the nuclear holocaust white? Why are all the Yanks white to begin with?
I don't know.
Did they have a real nice ethnic cleansing before the supposed extinction level event that, messed up the civilization and the planet?
I don't know. No.
There's no rhyme or reason to this shit. No.
Moving on from the problematics. Mm-hmm. If we could. There are other reasons this episode sucks ass.
Wonderful. Let's get into them.
Let's talk about the continuity issues.
Oh, God.
All right. So there might be some continuity issues with eugenics wars in the 90s.
Oh, probably. Yeah. Yeah. Because are those wars or aren't they? Or what happened there? We don't fucking know.
We don't really completely know.
The 90s are so far away. Who knows what happens in 30 years? Anyway.
No.
More like 20.
Well... so, I mean, I guess, humanity could have been messing around with this, whatever it is, this, biologic warfare that McCoy is talking about. We could have.
Sure.
We could have.
Some agents, some nerve gas or some shit.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, one of the things that, because of the age of these people, how old they are, this guy says, Tracy says, I'm hoping he did his math wrong. That's what I'll headcanon. But
Fair.
if he did his math right, that means these people would have been doing all this America shit before we were.
Yeah, they're the first America. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We stole it from them. Yeah.
Somehow.
Somehow. I don't know but...
So it was never a parallel Earth development. It was always parallel whatever the fuck this place is. Omega 4 or whatever.
Yeah, they're the blueprint.
Yeah.
That's the issue you create. Yeah. Oh, God.
Now, but what's weird is, like, there's the deleted scene where, like, at the very end when Kirk is, like, staring at the American flag, all, goose pimply over it, and then he, like, walks over, you see Spock and McCoy are talking, and what they were talking about is in this deleted scene where they're talking about, like, oh, what do you figure, Spock? And Spock's like, well, perhaps some of the early space excursions from Earth. So it was intended to be
a sort of
Earth-settled
Apollo 72 sort of colony.
Somebody from Earth wound up on this planet, and or a group of people that were only whites and Asians.
The United States of whatever the fuck this planet was called. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But that still wouldn't explain why he took the original fucking piece of paper from the... Like, I haven't seen the movie where they try and steal the Constitution, but... What is it again? God damn it.
I don't know what you're talking
Nicolas
about.
Cage or some shit tries to... National Treasure? Is that it?
The Declaration of Independence.
Oh, the other one. Sure. Fuck it.
National Treasure, yeah.
You have too many papers, but yeah, I haven't seen that actual movie, so I just know the reference as a reference. So it's hard to make a reference to something you don't know. Anyway, clearly I also don't know the difference between a bunch of y'all's documents.
Yeah.
I've read some of them, but I can't name them, clearly.
Sure. I mean, a lot of people here don't.
That's true. I should buy a Trump Bible just to, have it on hand.
Oh, God.
The Constitution. My goodness.
So, moving on from continuity issues, the episode's just fucking boring and padded.
Yeah.
Like, look, if you look, it's like, as soon as they get to the planet, it's like, they're captured by comms. Kirk fights with a Yang. Then he fights Tracy.
Forever.
Yes. Then he fights Tracy. Then he's captured by Yangs. Then another fight with Tracy. Then a fight with our suspension of disbelief. It's never ending.
Yes. There's a lot of just struggle and very little plot. It is very much, we extended this to get to the runtime. It's rough. Yeah. And I'm sure they thought in the edit, well, we can't have that deleted scene that tries and makes sense of this. So I guess, then we'd have to cut some of the action. But we want to see Kirk throw more punches, right? Like, oh my God.
It's just so bad.
Yep.
Let's get to trivia. I don't even have favorite quotes from this fucking episode.
No, you're not gonna do your best Cloud William impression to mangle the Pledge of Allegiance, no? Which, by the way, in and of itself, who the fuck wrote that? The Pledge of Allegiance, just as a concept. Because to me as a European, it's fucking wild to have children repeat that every day. That's fucking indoctrination, Jesus.
Not the Pledge of Allegiance.
Which one?
Not
the paper, but the thing he recites.
That was the paper.
Wait, what is it on which paper at this
We the
point?
People? That's from the Constitution.
That's the Constitution, yeah.
Preamble to the Constitution. Like, there was no Pledge of Allegiance. The Pledge of Allegiance is, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Yeah, that bullshit. But that is in there, like, before that. Not physically, but I mean, Cloud Williams says that thing and Kirk sort of fills in the rest of the words because he recognizes it. No, that's after that. Before that, it's "and to the republic to which it stands," blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Shit.
That is how they first figure out that he knows something, Like, this is weird. Okay. You're not supposed to have read the holy words or whatever.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I get a little lost. I don't give a shit. It's hard.
Yeah, no,
I hate this episode.
That quote is in there on Memory Alpha, so I was like, oh, you're not going to say, I plegly yanuk the flag and tip it like for stand.
No, I forgot about that one. You got me.
Because I was really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, that was terrible.
Yeah, it was.
I hate this episode.
But again, even if they hadn't mangled it, it would still be pretty terrible. Because, my goodness, that's a weird fucking text.
Oh my God, we didn't even talk about this before I get to trivia.
Yeah.
We talked about like not only do they have the Constitution and the Pledge of Allegiance, they have the Bible.
Oh
and
God, yes.
Then they open it and there's a drawing of Spock as the devil.
Yes, I forgot about that. Oh no, oh God.
And
That
while
was so bad.
Kirk and Tracy are fighting, Spock is over here like convincing this woman with his eyes, with his little mind tricks to like bring him the communicator. Like, oh my God.
Which is not helping the whole argument that you're not like a demonic influence.
Like, if you're gonna do that, I kind of feel like someone should be like, what the fuck is this?
What the fuck? Let's start a satanic panic. Yeah.
What is the fucking list? You're slurring the words. That's what the fuck.
Exactly. It sounded vaguely Scandinavian to my ear to have some of those mangled words. Anyway, beside the point.
Yeah. Which I was like, is he speaking Latin? And is
Nope. No.
What is he trying to do?
I don't know what the fuck he was trying to do. Just be sort of solemn about it, perhaps. Just sort of, I'm reciting this as a prayer, you know? And I don't know what the words mean, because it is apparently, despite the fact that they all still understand English, pretty much, and speak it, pretty much, there is just, the reading comprehension is like, this might as well be Latin. I'm just reading the letters and I don't know what the words mean. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Especially if you have the original document still, and the letters are the same.
Right. I was just like, are they trying to do like a bastardized Latin? What are they trying to do? Like,
they're just.
Is he just saying it phonetically as he can? Like, I don't.
Ish, yeah. I think because it is just the vague sort of consonants are correct, but there's no Latin in there.
Man,
like,
no.
I don't know. I maybe, like, if this hadn't been the 60s, I would have guessed they just threw it into Google Translate about 18 times.
Oof. Yeah.
Because I don't know what they're doing.
All right. So this was one of 3 draft stories considered for the second pilot of the series.
Oh, no.
The first draft was June 7th, 1965. The other unchosen draft was Mudd's Women. Where No Man Has Gone Before was the script eventually selected, of course. The original 1965 script draft named the missing starship as the USS Argentina. The Enterprise landing party consisted of Kirk, Spock, a young navigator named Lieutenant Commander Piper, a helmsman called Lieutenant Phil Raintree, and the ship's doctor named Milton Perry. The latter two were killed during the actions on the surface. At the climax, Kirk fought Tracy in a Western-style gunfight, during which Tracy shot Spock twice. However, he survived because of the different anatomy of Vulcans, his heart not being in his chest.
Fair enough.
So they had to reuse that in the episode.
Gotta shoot him in the dick. I don't know how Vulcans work.
You remember, because he was like, listen to his chest. He doesn't have a heart. He doesn't have a heart. Like, they still had that piece in there. Yeah.
That survived.
The first draft also featured a comic relief of the Enterprise computer having a female personality, an aspect which was eventually used in Tomorrow is Yesterday.
Oh, right. Oh, I'm glad that didn't stuck around forever. Like, that just imagine the show having that in every episode.
I know.
Because it's a staple. Oof.
Yeah. Well, it did, though. She just doesn't talk seductively.
Yeah, she's not
she doesn't go, dear.
Yeah, she's not like sassy or sultry about it. Like, you know, if it had been a comic relief sort of element, they would have done that. So
yeah.
I'm glad it's not there like all the fucking time.
Sure.
In that way.
Spock attempting to telepathically suggest Syrah to pick up the communicator was reminiscent of the early concepts that Spock had special powers over women.
Oh, no.
But
no, I forgot about that idea. No.
But in the show, Spock can he tell people to suggest shit with his mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Men and women alike. So
Exactly. No, but I forgot about the like just anyone ever coming up with the idea. Well, he has these special mind powers, but they only work on the feeble-minded women of this galaxy. Like that would have been hard to explain. I can't headcanon that away, because how does gender and sex even work across the galaxy anyway?
who knows?
Certainly not Gene Roddenberry.
Roddenberry originally wanted to produce this episode early in the first season, along with Mudd's Women, but NBC thought the script was weak and ordered the staff to shelve it for an indefinite time to be possibly reworked and produced later on. Despite NBC still objecting against it, Roddenberry finally had his way to make the Omega Glory late in the second season.
Also, speaking of the Omega Glory, why the fuck is that the title?
Because it's like Omega 4 or something.
Okay.
And Old Glory.
Okay.
Old Glory is our flag over here.
Oh, right. You have nicknames for your flags. Oh, God.
Just that one, as far as I know.
I should have known.
Old Stars and Stripes. Old Glory.
Yeah, Old Glory. That sounds like also the nickname for, the penis attached to the old man saying that about his flag.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's the image I get.
Yeah.
Oh, lordy.
It's also got red stripes.
The stars are just warts. Anyway.
Oh, no.
No,
I did think of that, too.
Definitely, of course, we share the same two brain cells. It is...
The same two 12-year-old brain cells?
Basically, they have never matured. I had forgotten that the planet was called Omega 4, so I was just like,
whatever.
Where the fuck does the Omega even come from? But whatever. It's not a... It's one of those titles where I go, this is just to sound cool, and in like a couple months when we're way beyond this episode, I'm going to be like, which one was that again? Oh, that one, because I cannot relate it to anything that happens.
No,
I probably will remember now because of, the visceral images of Old Glory burned into my brain, but just seared onto my imaginary eyes. The eyes of my imagination are very, very easily burnt.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm getting Omega 4, by the way.
It's at the top of the synopsis, I guess, or the summary. I don't know.
Is it?
It does say that. You didn't guess wrong. It is
Right.
there according to Memory Alpha. Like, oh.
Did I
They
get that
inhabit
right?
the fourth planet of the Omega system. Yeah, you got that right. I know.
Okay. So, because I was also thinking, like, maybe it means like the final glory, the last glory, Alpha and Omega.
Yeah, no, but then like that would have made sense if it had anything to do with the story.
I know,
but it's not in there.
Sucks.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I think we covered that part.
Husband and wife writing team Les and Tina Pine were assigned by Roddenberry to write a teleplay based on his previous outlines and scripts. However, their finished product was not up to the producer's standards, and Roddenberry decided to develop the project further himself, because that was working.
Yeah. Clearly it was a problem with the actual writers, and he did better, yeah. Oh, no.
A letter reprinted in Inside Star Trek, The Real Story, reveals that Roddenberry personally submitted his teleplay for consideration for an Emmy.
Ah, fuck off. This one? You piece of shit. Jesus Christ. I'm really on to something. The Patriots will love this episode.
Yeah. Robert H. Justman wrote a long memo to Roddenberry in which he pointed out the flaws of the episode's script, but he thought it was too devastating and tore it up and made a few suggestions orally instead. Roddenberry took the advice, but as anyone who has seen the episode knows, it did not do much.
Oh, man. Oh, no, that's just too mean. I guess I gotta give less criticism to this piece of shit. Fuck
Man.
me.
Oh, man.
Lordy. Guess you gotta keep your friends close and your producer closer. Oh. Oh boy.
While analyzing the crystals into which the Exeter's crew have dissolved, McCoy says that we are all about 96% water. The actual figure is closer to 70%.
Yeah, no, I heard that and I was like, that's some bullshit. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Also, 4% of a human body, that many crystals? I don't know, man. No one really thought about that for long.
Nah.
No one went to the library to look up how many No, it's
In 2017, this episode was rated by Screen Rant as the 8th worst episode of Star Trek franchise up to that time. In 2018, Comic Book Resources included this episode on a ranking of episodes that stated, "Were so bad they must be seen."
which is fair, because otherwise you wouldn't believe it. But also, the 8th worst? We have 7 worse to go?
I don't know about that.
I don't
know about that. I don't know about that.
But also, it's the entire franchise up to 17, so it might be seven different shows.
You know, on this last season of Strange New Worlds, I said one of the episodes might be the worst episode of Star Trek I've ever seen.
Yeah, you said that.
I had forgotten this one. I had forgotten how bad this one was.
Now you have to go back and rewatch the new bad one.
I really don't.
Sure.
I really don't.
You shouldn't have to. It was so, like, you were so fucking disappointed in that episode. You talked to me about it, and I was like, I gotta hear this review with you on that. So I listened to it, having not seen the episode.
Yeah.
It was still very entertaining to hear you just tear at another asshole. It was delightful.
Right. But the thing is like, there are worse ones that I'm thinking of, really. Code of Honor from TNG is fucking like, you think the racism in this episode is bad. Holy shit.
I am not ready.
No.
This is why we take our time. What if I had ended up in TNG already? I am not ready.
They literally, like, I'm telling you right now, they literally have an episode in season 1 of the Next Generation where they go to a planet.
Season 1. Oh,
and God. Yeah, and the people they meet with are just Africans. They're just Africans.
Oh, no.
They cast like an all-African cast. And then, like, the dude's got concubines. Like, Picard is talking about how their culture is very similar to one of our prestigious cultures that we
no, don't point it out.
And then
we were already uncomfortable.
And then he upsets his queen by stealing a white woman and making them fight to the death. Like, it's fucked up.
Oh, boy.
It is fucked up.
Oh,
it's bad.
No. Yeah, that's bad. That's real bad. That's just, you know what we need to do?
Actually, he doesn't make them
the evil of miscegenation. Like, what the fuck?
He actually doesn't. He doesn't force them to fight. She, like, the queen
chooses
demands
to fight
it
out of her own agency. Of course, yeah. Sure,
it's fucked up either way.
Yeah. Blame the woman for your man's infidelity problems. Sure.
I don't know.
Also,
I don't know if it was
again,
like that, but
there's some weird shit about her being white in there. Anyway, this is gonna be fun when we get to it. It's a universly reviled episode. I'm sure. I'm looking forward to it now. In a, like, morbid, curious way, like,
but you know what? It still hangs together as, like, plot wise better than this, and story wise better than this one.
Ooh, would you look at that? See, there's upsides to that episode. Yeah, this is just nonsense and very weird to watch as someone who feels nothing at the sight of an American flag being revered as it is, tattered and torn up and walked into a room because they conquered a lot of people. I don't know, man. I'm sure this episode was not made for me.
Yeah.
I don't know who he had in mind when he made it, but it wasn't me.
When I was in college, I was inundated by people who were, because of 9/11.
Yeah.
There were still people who were very, like, uppity about patriotism. And well, we was like, and they would just
Well, you cannot be against the
They would
war,
decide, they would just basically decide like different things to like be mad about because they disagreed with whoever it was.
Sure.
So I just started being like the biggest dick and pointing out every time, and I just got on everybody's nerves. Like we're sitting in a fucking drive-thru at Taco Bell, and like the American flag is still on the pole, and it's like 2 a.m. and I'm like, these motherfuckers.
How
they're like,
dare they?
And they're like, what? And I'm like, these motherfuckers didn't properly take down the flag at dusk and fucking fold it. You know?
Yep.
I would just do shit like that. People get so mad.
of course.
Like, shut up, dude. Fuck. Or like somebody like shows up in a fucking like t-shirt with the American flag or whatever, and I'm just like, the fuck, dude? That's treason.
Yep. There's a lot of rules about that flag.
I'm like, that's fucking treason, man. Fuck. Thought you were a fucking patriot. Yeah, people really. I lost friends.
They weren't real friends to begin with.
They weren't. They sucked. Also, I say it better. I lost annoying acquaintances.
Exactly. And really, what better way to get rid of them than getting on their nerves? Like, if you wouldn't have done that to them, they would have done it to you, and that would have been, not as enjoyable.
Yeah.
And probably less funny.
I mean, my roommate thought it was funny.
Exactly. That's all that counts.
All right. So it says here in this episode, the USS Enterprise visits another world possessing a parallel Earth culture. Yeah. Or we're I feel like we're a parallel Omega 4 culture.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is the second of 3 times the Enterprise encounters another Constitution-class starship with the entire crew dead. The other 2 were in the Doomsday Machine and the Tholian Web.
But then you can reuse the same sort of dead starship.
Oh, this one was this was one that was interesting to me. I noticed this watching it. One of the places on the Exeter seen empty during Kirk's intercom hail is engineering. That's where the landing party was, in engineering. So it shows them in engineering.
Yeah.
And they're looking at like the crystals of the dead crewmen on some of the equipment.
Yeah.
And then Kirk does the intercom hail, and it shows an empty engineering room on this little montage of different places that Kirk's voice is heard.
Different side of just the
They
parallel engine on the other side. Definitely.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
I was like, that's right where they were.
Yeah, where's the crystals? Well.
NBC announced that Star Trek would be renewed for a 3rd season during the closing credits of this episode on March 1st, 1968. In the announcement, they also wrote, "Please do not send any more letters." Responding to the vast amount of mail received during the protests organized by Roddenberry and Bijou Trimble.
Yeah. You thought Release the Snyder Cut was bad. You only got those tweets digitally. Like, imagine getting them all printed in your fucking mailbag. Oh no. Yeah, good old days.
Oh Lord.
But also announcing that during the closing credits of this episode, of all fucking episodes, this is the one where you gotta be like, you know what? We need more of this show.
Yeah.
We saw this one. We saw the dailies. We were like, yes, let's do it. Also, there were a lot of letters.
Yes. I'm curious. Did you recognize Captain Tracy?
Clearly not, because I'm not sure what I should recognize him from.
Well, he previously played another wild-eyed madman, Simon Van Gelder, in Dagger of the Mind, another Star Trek episode.
Oh God, which dude was that?
Remember the machine where they were like, they strapped him down and they showed that spinning light and they were like implanting memories in their heads and shit?
Yeah. I need a picture of what he looked like in that one.
He looked exactly the same.
I mean, presumably, yes, but he wore a different outfit, I think.
He did.
So, that means I cannot recognize the man.
I was just curious.
Yeah, no, I did not notice. I am not that good with faces.
Yeah. Most people, I guess, aren't.
Especially not on the 60s television sets, I imagine. So
Now, as a kid, I was sitting there going like, "That is that motherfucker from Dagger of the Bund."
You were like, God damn it, that's Dr. Simon Van Gelder.
I don't remember his name. I don't remember names. I remember faces. I don't remember names.
You remember faces. Okay, fair enough.
But if they change their hair, I don't know them anymore.
Ah, right. I don't remember either names or looks. So,
Yeah.
You're just kind of fucked. I'm just assuming I have the same co-host every week. I don't know. I just pick up the phone and it's like, that could be Dave, I guess.
Yeah, could be.
He was named Dave, right? Let me look in the show notes. Anyway, that tends to be how it goes.
Despite Galloway's demise in this episode, David L. Ross returned as Lieutenant Johnson in Day of the Dove and as Galloway once more in Turnabout Intruder. No explanation was ever given for the resurrection. According to Ross, in the unauthorized biography of William Shatner, Gene Roddenberry wanted him to appear regularly in the series, but Ross was not interested in that much acting.
Okay.
And despite having been killed in the earlier episode Obsession, Eddie Paskey's Leslie appears here, beaming down with Sulu and arresting Captain Tracy at the end of the episode. According to Paskey, a scene in the Obsession script in which Leslie is revived by a miracle potion was never filmed. That episode's director, Ralph Sinensky, was confirmed that he did not shoot that scene.
Whoopsie.
So, yeah, he was supposed to be revived, y'all. Yeah. He's supposed to be revived.
He's there. Oh.
You got anything else on this one?
I don't think I do. I think I've railed against all American values more than enough.
I'm happy to slip on off of fucking...
I could do with something else. Yeah.
The Omega glory hole. Roddenberry's patriotic dick sucking.
He sure stuck something in that hole.
Oh. Alrighty. Well, next time.
It right up.
Next time is the season finale of Star Trek Season 2. What better way to end a season than to focus almost entirely on characters we've never, ever seen before?
Yep.
We're talking Roddenberry's backdoor pilot, Assignment Earth. Until then, Joel True, live long, prosper, and of course,
eat that dick, people. Eat that dick.
Right through that Omega glory hole.
Exactly. It's better than eating the back door pilot. The pilot's back door. Yeah, anyway. These always escalate, don't they?
It's as good as eating Gary's 7.
I'm sure it is.
Thank you for listening to the Star Trek Universe Podcast, a Stranded Panda production. If you'd like to hear more from David C. Robertson, check out the DC On Screen podcast or maladjusted.tv for his web videos. If you'd like to hear more from Matthew Carroll, check out the Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast or listen to his music. Just search for Matthew Carroll anywhere you get music.